for Al-Tamimi for her second vault.
Now she's going for a layout again. Whoa, that's a 0. She got the vault run wrong. You could see that she was way too far away from the horse before she started the round off. And the rule is, if you hit the board, that's the vault done.
Scoring event, there were only about 5 gymnasts from the qualifying that scored in the 15s on floor in the entire meet.
Watch this a moment ago. How weird is that for Katerina Kramarenko?
Unbelievable, incredible. She runs down, and because she touches the vaulting horse, the table, that means that it's a 0. Now, you can, these young ladies have been competing their entire lives. If she had just run past the horse, she would have been okay. She would have been able to go again. But because she touches the table,
it's a 0.
That's it. 8 teams in the finals. They were in the hunt for the bronze. They're coming in last.
This is unbelievable.
It's a nightmare, actually.
All she had to do is just run to the side. You see it happen all the time, but right there.
Is it possible that she didn't know that?
Well, I think the Russians at this point are very flustered. Their first vaulter did not do what she was supposed to do, did an easier vault, and she actually struggled in the first day of competition, landed very short on it, maybe was a little bit tentative. And
well, look at Elena Zamolodchikova, the teammate. She said she was going to smile, but there's no smile.
Yeah. I'm sure she's got to be thinking, why am I even up here?
Well, she said the whole reason for being here, their training, everything was geared towards winning a bronze medal, getting back up on the podium.
And that very well could have happened. But that opens the door in a gigantic way for the Romanians.
Yeah, I think a medal just flew out the window.
Yeah, that's it's really a shame.
And this vault really is a moot point.
And it shouldn't have happened. It was a complete mental breakdown on the part of Kramarenko, and it just should not have happened. All she had to do, like I said, just don't touch the table, run by it.
And this is not the first time that we have seen Elena Zamolodchikova crying in the gym.
Anna Pavlova will open up with the same difficulty value as Junfai. Pavlova took the bronze the last Olympics on vault. The first of 2 finals today for her.
Going for a more difficult vault than in qualifying. She's going for broke, and it comes off. 2.5 twists.
Well, the vault marked out a 16.5, a 2.5 twister with a big step back.
We've seen her in training, land some, fall on some, but that one she made. Big step back.
15.625 is a solid start for Anna Pavlova. Coach looks on. Mum.
Absolutely coached by Mum, but only 5-6 start value for this vault. So again, needs to be really well performed, and it is. I love that vault.
That vault seemed to hang in the air as she twisted round an axis. Is quite incredible. Beautiful body position.
This is a super vault. She half turns on, pushes, holds that straight body shape. It's only a half twist, which is why it doesn't have such a good high tariff as those who've done 1.5s. But her body shape is excellent. She really holds a lovely shape throughout.
I think there was a stoplight on. Gymnast didn't have a goal light, so they're just discussing now that they weren't ready.
Oh, right. If the gymnast works, where the gymnast's name is, it's got a red light, and if the red light's up, you mustn't perform. You're only allowed to perform once it goes to, you can see the stop sign there. You're only allowed to go when it turns to green, and if you go when it says stop, you score 0, I'm afraid. It means the judges aren't ready to be watching you.
The judges do have the advantage of using video footage. But for the second vault, Anna Pavlova scores 0.
harsh decision.
Well, they've averaged that and they've come up with 7.812.
Bondarenko's birthday today. He turns 26, and we will see if he can give himself a very good birthday present. He has 2 vaults, an average score will be taken, and this is the first gymnast of the night, Alexei Bondarenko from Russia, a silver medal in Sydney. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, opened out way too early. Very badly misjudged.
Well, I would go so far as to say of all the vaults we've seen in this competition, that one has missed by just about the widest margin.
He just, look, he opens for it, and he would have, oh, that would have been very sore on his back.
Yeah.
Looks like he has completely misjudged. He's deliberately kicking out. Yeah.
Just working the creaks out of the spine there. It was a nasty landing, but...
And they'll have to make a decision whether they're going to award him that start value. Might break his back with something like that. Got the start value of 10.
He did. That's good. So he has posted a score. A 9.1 for the first vault. A nasty landing. Let's hope that he can stick this one. Just got to focus, I guess, on what he's got to do now.
And of course, in the vault final with the 2 vaults, they're looking for the maximum combined start values from the 2 vaults. He actually has a combined start value of 20. Very few gymnasts have that. And if he can put a good vault here, a couple of other mishaps, you never know what's going to happen. We wish for him the best. Oh, no, not to be. Double front half out. 2 crash and burns.
Well, Alexei is going to remember this birthday for all the wrong reasons. And that has knocked him around.
Looks okay for a handspring double front, but just not enough power for the double front half out. You need that extra rotation because you need more than a double rotation because you've got to fit the half twist in. Pulling hard, all the right time, but just not enough flight.
Sitting home in your lounge rooms, if you have got any idea what these gymnasts go through, it is a tough sport, not for the faint-hearted at all. And you can see that has hurt.
I don't think there's any serious damage. Look, and he's got a start value of 0, therefore the second vault 0. They'll halve his first score. So unfortunately,
Next, Yamile Pena Abreu, representing Dominican Republic.
The next gymnast, Yamile Pino Abreu, the Dominican Republic. Now, if she hits here with this first vault, she could cause a massive upset.
Sure, if it's this one, no, it's the slightly easier vault first. The round off, 1.5 twists off. Bit of directional problems there, but it was high and flighty.
Almost too much power, but in the wrong dimension.
Yeah, my guess is she twisted, over-twisted on the top of the horse. Let's have a look. No, she set it up quite nicely and then cast to the side. It's very difficult to time that 1.5 twist. Left the head in to give her some awareness, but pulled it forward very sharply. Watch the head stay down so she can see where she is, and then pulled it forward. Lost a little bit of control there.
Focusing in on what will be the most difficult vault that you see in this final. Abreu 13.9 that first vault, but she's not out of the running yet. because she's about to deliver a 7.1. Huge.
Now it's the handspring, double front she's attempting. And now you can see the chalk on her legs where she's going to grab the front of her legs. Has to control the power. Has to hit this platform, up in the air, 2 front somersault. Oh! And that, I'm afraid, is likely to be a 0. You have to get the feet down first. It's a very big gamble. If it goes well, you'll score big. But if it doesn't, there's no reward.
She had a go, and I tell you what, respect from every vaulter in this final.
Needs to get the heels up, hands off very quick, and just pulled the seat in too soon and kicked it out. Midway through, the angle has to be gone in the shoulders, heels over the top, everything has to be right. They've not got as much height as the men, and she runs out of it here and kicks it out to her back. But what a great attitude. She smiled, she said, well, I gave it a go. And
yes.
You're right, Chris.
A score of 0 across the board. She finishes on 6.95 with the penalties included, with the deduction from the penalties.
They divide that first vault in 2 for that score.